Welcome student in our today's section of subject hydraulics and pneumatics. Today we are going to see the components of pneumatic system, and first component we are going to see today is FRL unit. The full form of this FRL is filter, regulator and lubricator. We are going to study this FRL unit one by one, then in deep also we are going to study them. Okay. So you can see on your screen the filter, regulator and lubricator FRL compressed air system are used to deliver clean air at a fixed pressure and lubricated to ensure proper pneumatic component operation and increase their operation lifetime. So we are going to use FRL to ensure that we are going to produce the air which is free from contamination or clean air along with the lubricating oil with it to ensure the more life or to improve the lifespan of these pneumatic components. The air supplied by compressor is oftentimes contaminated or pressurized and non lubricating, meaning that an FRL unit is required to prevent damage to the equipment. Filter, filters, regulators and lubricators can be brought individually or as a package depending on what is needed to ensure the proper air specification are being made for the downstream equipment. You can either when we going to make an pneumatic system at that time you can either buy this filter, regulator and lubricator separately and install them, or either you can buy a complete single package which contains filter, regulator and lubricator pre-installed with each other. So now we are going to see this what is this FRL unit 2 or function of this FRL unit. An FRL unit is a comprised of a filter, regulator and a lubricator. They are often used to one unit to ensure clean air in a pneumatic system, but can also be used individually. Having a proper FRL unit installed in a pneumatic system provides higher reliability of the components downstream and reduces power waste due to overpressurization and increases the component lifetime. The three components work together to do the following. So basically we are going to use this to improve the lifespan of these components which we are going to use in this pneumatic system. Then what they do combinedly, this first filters remove the water, dirt and other harmful debris from an air system. This is often the first step in improving the air quality. So what is filter doing here? Filter removes the water droplets and other foreign elements inside in the air. Then regulator adjusts and control the air pressure of a system to ensure the downpipe component do not exceed their maximum operating pressure. This is the second step. So in the second step, pressure regulator regulates the pressure of air stream which is supplying in the pneumatic system. It is more, its main function is to save the system from the high pressure or to regulate the pressure of air inside the system. Then lubricators. A lubricator reduces the internal friction in tool or equipment by releasing the control mist of oil into the compressed air. This is often done in the last or right before the component needing the lubrication. So at the end of this FRL unit, we are going to implement the lubricator. And function of lubricator is to add some oils with the stream of air so that the components in the pneumatic system get lubricated inside and the lifespan of this component goes on increasing. So here you can see this is the ISO symbol for this FRL unit. So this is first symbol, it's of filter. You can see here in the downstream you can we are providing this because to condense the water. In filter the water particles which we are removing from this air stream get condensed here at the bottom side. Then this air is gets supplies to this regulator here where the pressure of this air stream is regulated. Then this stream of air is then sent to the lubricator here, and inside the lubricator we are adding some oil droplets to the air stream. Here you can see components used in FRL unit. The filter, regulator, lubricator, air leaving a compressor is hot, dirty and wet, which can be damaged and shorten the life of downstream equipment such as valve and cylinder. Therefore, air can be used to be filtered, regulated and lubricated. So, we already discussed these points before also that you can here again see the symbol of this FRL unit. So this is filter, this is regulator and this is for the lubricator. Now we are going to see this air filter in separately here. So a particular air filter is a device composed of fibrous or porous material which removes solid particulates such as dust, pollen, mold and bacteria from the air. Filter containing an absorbent or catalyst such as charcoal, carbon may also remove the odors. So here we are going to use this air filter which is having a fibrous or porous material which are used to remove the particulars such as dust, pollen, molds or bacteria from the air. Filter containing an absorbent or catalyst such as charcoal may also remove the odors and gaseous pollutants such as volatile organic compounds or ozone. Air filters are used in application where air quality is important. Notably in building ventilation system and in the engine, in IC engine also we are going to use the air filters. So a pneumatic filter is a device which removes the contaminants from a compressed air stream. This can also be done using a number of different techniques from using a media type that trap particulates but allow air to pass through a venturi. So what is happening inside this filter? Filter is allowing the air stream to pass through it, avoiding or making an abstract to the foreign materials such as dust, some air gases to eliminate there and only passing the pure air through it. To a membrane that only allows air to pass through it. Here you can see it is the symbol for the pneumatic filter. Then this is the air regulator. Again listen to me. This air filter separates solid contaminants from the compressed air and supplies clean air to the pneumatic system. Air filter, when air enters in the transparent bowl through the inlet, it passes through the filter element toward the center and flows out through the outlet. The filter element is made up of sintered powder of copper, brass, bronze or gunmetal. Fibrous coalescence filter element can be used to remove the moisture in the compressed air. The moisture droplets stick to the fiber. Joining of the several moisture droplets makes the liquid to gain mass and hence the flow down to the gravity. Now we are going to see this air regulator. So this is the normal air regulator where we are going to regulate the pressure of air. Here you can concentrate on this cursor here. From this way, the fresh air is coming from this compressor. Then this air moves to this downward area through this port which is leaving open by this poppet. Then it moves to the downward direction. Then again this moves through this way and moves out from this exit port here. This poppet here is used to open and close this port here, and this poppet is further connected with the spring and the main spring and body here. Here this poppet can be moved up and down by adjusting the stiffness of the spring, which is done here by providing the adjusting screw to the spring here. when this air which is coming from this inlet way is having very much high pressure, then it applies pressure on this diaphragm, which causes to push this diaphragm in the downward direction, closes to move this puppet in the downward side, causes to close this entry of this inlet air from this port here, and this puppet got seated on this seat here, which causes restrict the entry of this inlet air and causes to decrease in the pressure of air stream in the system here. And when this inlet pressure again decreases, then this diaphragm moves in the upward direction. This puppet get open and air start to flow through this way. So what is happening here? When high pressure stream comes here, at that time this diaphragm moves in the downward direction, causes this puppet to sit on this seat and restrict the air flow here. So here we are going to regulate the air pressure here. You can see here, air regulator is the pressure reducing valve. It maintains constant reduced pressure in the system. Air regulator is as shown in the figure here. When pressure at outlet increases, diaphragm deflects downward and causes the puppet to close the passage for this air flow. Similarly, when pressure at outlet decreases, diaphragm deflects upward and causes the puppet to make the passage for the air flow. Here you can see it is the symbol for this air pressure regulator. Now we are going to see this air lubricator here. What is this air lubricator? Air lubricator, it is a device which is continuously adding oil to this air stream and causes the presence of oil inside the air stream, which is moving to the various equipments in the pneumatic circuit. Okay. So a pneumatic lubricator injects an aerosolized stream of oil into an air line to provide lubrication to the internal working parts of this pneumatic tools and to other devices such as actuating cylinder valves and motors. So adding this oil provides internal lubrication to these pneumatic devices such as tools or actuating cylinder and valves. Here you can see this is the complete construction or assembly of this air lubricator. You can see this is the outward transparent case of this air lubricator, where a straw or a pipeline is dipped inside this oil. This is the primary area, so that air is coming through this way and air is moving out from this secondary area here. Because of flow of air through this direction, the velocity of air is high inside this in this area, causes the low pressure inside this area, and when this pressure inside enters inside this area here, it causes the high more pressure in that area, which pushes the liquid through this pipeline or through this venturi here, and because of this the oil goes in the upward direction in this area, and this oil goes with the air stream in the dropwise manner. बघा इथे काय होत आहे, हा आपला एअरचा इन आणि हा एअरचा आउट. इथे काय असतं, एअरला वेलोसिटी असते. एअरला वेलोसिटी असल्यामुळे इथे काय असतं, प्रेशर कमी. इथे काय असतं, एअर इथे आतमध्ये ट्रॅप झाल्यामुळे या आपल्या ऑइलच्या वरती प्रेशर कसं आहे, जास्त. मग प्रेशर डिफरन्स असल्यामुळे काय होईल, आपलं जे ऑइल आहे ते ऑइल या पाईपलाईनमधनं किंवा या वेंचुरीमधनं वरती जाईल, आणि ते वरती गेल्यानंतर आपण इथे एका कॅव्हिटीमध्ये त्याला घेतो, आणि त्या कॅव्हिटीमधनं ते ऑइल स्लोली इन अ स्मॉल क्वांटिटी ते आपण एअर स्ट्रीममध्ये मिक्स करतो. हा कन्सेप्ट जो आहे तो आपण नेक्स्ट स्लाइडमध्ये बघू. इथे बघा इथे काय होतंय, हा एअर स्ट्रीम आपला असा मूव्ह होतोय, आणि ही एअर काय आहे इथे खाली सुद्धा गेलेली आहे या बाजूला. त्यामुळे काय होतंय, ती ऑइलला प्रेशराईज करते वरून. त्यामुळे काय होईल, आपलं ऑइल जे आहे ते ऑइल या वेंचुरीमधनं वरती जाईल आणि हे ऑइल वरती गेल्यानंतर इंटरनली कनेक्ट आहे आणि ते इथे आलं या स्मॉल पोर्ट एरियामध्ये. मी इथे काय झालं, अगदी ड्रॉपमध्ये ते खाली पडलं आणि हा ड्रॉप काय केला आहे आपण इथे आपल्या एअर फ्लोमध्ये मिक्स केलं आहे. बघा एकदा परत, एअर स्ट्रीम आला, एअर स्ट्रीमनी थोडं एअर आतमध्ये आली, त्यांनी याला प्रेशराईज केलं. त्यामुळे काय झालं, लिक्विड वरती गेलं वेंचुरीमधनं आणि हे वेंचुरीमधनं वरती गेलेलं लिक्विड बघा इथून ड्रॉप वाईज खाली पडतंय आणि तो ड्रॉप काय होतोय, एअर स्ट्रीममध्ये मिक्स होतोय. म्हणजे काय होतं, इथे एअरचं लुब्रिकेशन होतंय. मी इथे तुम्हाला हा व्हिडिओ एकदा परत दाखवतो, तुम्ही बघा. The airflow is coming, causes to apply pressure on this oil tank, which causes the forcing of this oil in this venturi, and then this oil moves in the top area, and at this top in dropwise manner it is mixing with the air stream. Okay. ओके, सो आपण इथे आपलं आजचा कन्सेप्ट इथे थांबूया. रेस्ट वी विल सी इन द नेक्स्ट सेक्शन.